Well, welcome back, Tough Men of Faith. Last week we talked about laughing.
And that's what we do here.
That's what you guys do here, yeah. Well, Blake just called you an idiot.
Well, he does that.
And then talked about this podcast studio collapsing.
He did say that.
And then about you winning the lottery.
Well, he said that maybe the studio collapsing would have better odds than me winning the lottery.
Oh, okay.
But the studio's been built. It's doing well. All as we keep our current separation and keep the load off the rafters. And the lottery tickets have been bought, but
not winning.
They're not having the same luck as the studio.
I'll tell you what I'll do for you.
What's that?
Tonight before I leave.
What are you gonna do, bud?
Well,
this makes me nervous.
Speaking of the lottery, I was at a meeting a while back.
Okay.
Last week.
Oh, it's a while.
Wow, I just remembered this. And they give out lottery tickets this meeting. Like,
okay.
They draw numbers and they give
you skip previews.
They put your name in or something, and they put my name in, and then I won a lottery ticket.
Did you?
Yeah. So I don't play the lottery.
Okay.
But I scratched it off.
Yeah.
Won $2.
That's a win.
Yeah. So you know what? You can have it.
Thank you.
Because it's been sitting in my truck for a week now.
Yeah, you need to go cash that in.
I'm not going to cash it in
for another one.
Yeah, I'm not. It's yours. Yeah.
Put your clergy collar on, walk into the gas station, and swap that thing in for another one.
The only reason I have clergy collars because when you first started coming to church, you bought me some clergy collars.
Well, you said that you were making hospital visits and people didn't believe you were a pastor, and you would have to show ID because you were looking younger and stuff. And I was like, dude, you pop in a couple of these clergy collars and you just walk in like you own the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of Hail Marys at the door, and they'll think you're Catholic, and you're good to go.
Man.
No.
I had something else I was going to go with.
I was trying to lead this episode with laughter, too.
Oh, were you? Yeah. Okay.
It's obviously not working.
Let's try that again.
Yeah. Nope. I'm not saying it twice.
I was laughing when I came in because our studio's the top of your new barn.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
It's filling up with stuff.
And then I walk in.
Declutter it.
Yeah, it is getting cluttered.
Yeah.
And then you'd spill oil. Or what?
I was changing oil in my truck and it was going so well.
Yeah.
And then the oil filter in my truck, like it just splatters everywhere. I had oil on my head and my face and stuff. Like I got to get this stuff cleaned up before the boys get here.
Yeah. Do you always change your own oil?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Have you always done that?
Yep, I have.
Do you do it for cost savings or?
Nope, I do it because I don't trust the young idiot at the Jiffy Lube or whatever. He makes, $14 an hour. He didn't care about your vehicle.
Well, I don't know if that's true.
I guarantee it's true.
I don't know. I usually have mine changed.
Well, if you just bring it over, you can change it with me.
Yeah, I change it on my lawnmower.
Yeah, I do.
My motorcycle.
Yeah,
that's not my truck.
I don't know, man. I just can't worry about going to those places.
Yeah, Well, you're a tough man of faith.
Well, tonight
you have oil all over your new garage floor.
That's what it's for. That's why we built the garage.
Yeah.
I used to do this in the gravel, so this is a big upgrade.
You still have the same gun up here.
People like the gun.
Okay.
Okay. We didn't shoot it last week. Maybe we can try that this week.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe. What? I mean, can you take it hunting?
Yeah, we can do that.
You gonna go deer hunting with it?
No, not that gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you shoot a slug out of it?
Nope, you can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. But we can take it hunting. We'll go hunting for something. Squirrels.
You don't take a 12-gauge squirrel hunting?
Why not?
I mean, you could,
but just makes the meat more tender. Smaller bites.
Yeah. I mean, we'll definitely come home with some squirrels.
We ought to, yeah. Yeah. You can bring your goofy brother-in-law again?
I'm not going into that.
Really? You don't talk to him anymore?
Yeah, I talked to him. What do you rabbit hunt with? 410?
Oh, no, 12 gauge.
12 gauge?
All day.
Do you ever go rabbit hunting?
No.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been in probably 20 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else going on with you?
Dude, life is good,
Yeah.
Yep. We just did a little vacation a couple weeks ago.
Where'd you go?
Arizona. It was nice.
You going to retire out there?
No, I did visit a retirement home, but
yeah,
I'm not going to retire out there.
You don't think so?
No.
Too hot?
Way too hot. It's March and it was over 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, it's a dry heat. It's like, yeah, so's the oven.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Yeah. No, it was good.
Good.
Anyway, what are we talking about? We'll get the summit coming up.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the episode. Yeah, we do have the summit. Go ahead. Talk about the summit.
Well, we'll get the summit September 9th, 10th, 11th?
No.
10th, 11th, 12th.
Yep.
Oh. It spans over the weekend of the 11th.
It does.
All the firefighters are upset that have been on the show.
Yeah.
He is part of it. That's the weekend after Labor Day.
Yeah. See you there.
See you there.
So today I thought, we've been winging it the last couple weeks.
Yeah, Blake said, no more winging it. You guys got to
Yeah.
come up with something.
We're going to wing it again.
We're going to do it again?
Yeah.
We're going to wing it with a title. That's, dude, that's the title of this week's episode.
What?
Winging it with a title.
Okay. I was thinking this week about, and this comes out of maybe some own failure on my part, is that
You have failures?
I have lots of failures. Like we could spend several seasons.
Good night, dude. Get out of here.
On it. About putting faith into action, or like doing what we say we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Talk is cheap. Something like that.
Yeah, okay.
What do you think?
I like it.
Do you?
Putting faith into action.
Faith into action.
Talk is cheap.
Yeah. Because I think as guys, we can be really guilty of talking about what we're going to do.
Or saying, yeah, we should make plans to do that.
Yeah.
And then never following through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do that a lot.
Well, what's some areas we do it in?
That's easier for me to do that than tell people no.
Oh, like when someone asks you, like,
oh, yeah.
Hey,
can you do this? Or can we do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that sometime. And then knowing that I'm never going to make plans to do it. I just called myself out. Thanks.
Yeah. So let
everybody know my secret.
Yeah. So when you tell that people now, they're going to know, like,
yeah, they're
he's never going to.
Just tell me no. Just give me a hard no instead of a slow yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be a better response to that?
No, I don't think I'm interested in doing that. Best of luck to you.
Oh.
You should go ask Blake.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I respect that more about people that just tell you no flat out. No, I'm not going to do that. Like I respect those people. But I think that takes a little bit of gall to be able to do that. And I don't know that I necessarily have that for a lot of things.
I've heard you say it. Like I remember one time someone asked you to do something.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to. I know Blake's like a Pokemon professor. Is that what you call yourself? That's what others call him, not just to call stuff. Yeah.
That's a thing?
He has like don't you have a lab coat that says professor? Yeah.
Like in a vest?
No, not a vest. It's a lab coat. Because he's the judge. Like when you go to a Pokemon tournament.
I don't know.
Let me explain this to you.
I just want to go one time so I can see how it works. So
Let me explain this to you.
Making fun of Blake.
No, don't make fun of him. Let me tell you how this works.
Okay.
I know how this works.
Yeah, thank you.
When you play...
Have you been?
No, I've not been.
Oh, no, I've not been.
When you play the Pokemon.
Very proper, like, no, I've not been.
When you play... Listen, when you play the Pokemon, you have like rules to the Pokemon.
Yeah.
And so you're supposed to be able, like, I think, to self-govern when you play the game.
Okay.
I'm not sure how the game works, but I think it uses cards and like little pieces. Just cards,
like
no
pogs?
pieces. I don't know what that is.
Slammers and throw them down.
Oh, no, I don't think it's anything like that.
Okay.
But then occasionally, like people like may get upset at each other.
Okay.
Like a question about a rule.
So they call in the governor, the professor.
No, I think how it works. And Blake's not told me this. Like they call in like the rule guy, but then if the rule guy doesn't know, they go get the professor.
Okay.
Is that right? Okay. Referees.
For the rule guys.
Yeah. They're like a referee.
Okay.
And then they can like give you a technical foul. They can throw you out.
Gotcha.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
solid.
I don't know how you got on that.
I don't either.
But what we're talking about.
That's how a lot of our episodes go, bud. I don't know how I got onto this, but here we are.
Yeah. Oh no, that's where we're going. Someone once invited you to it wasn't the Pokemon, but it was something.
Do you remember what it was?
No, it was something like that. And you're just very clear, like, I don't do that.
Okay.
Like I think it was like a game, some games people were playing.
Oh, that's exactly what it was.
Wasn't it?
It was like a D&D night.
Yeah. And you're just like, and you weren't rude about it. You're just like, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder?
I don't know what.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I just remember like you cleared like, man, it's just not my thing.
Nah, I don't do that.
You were really nice about it though.
Yeah.
But you also sent a message like, sorry, man. Like,
okay. Maybe I just need to get better at doing that.
Yeah. I thought it was good. Right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
But I don't, that's not where I was going in my mind with this episode. But that's a good one. Mine would be like talk is cheap about I'm gonna go to the gym one day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix this one
I'm gonna
day.
start that new ministry.
I'm gonna start that new ministry. I'm gonna start working my marriage.
Yeah.
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 And that, most time guys have not a problem with knowledge, but with action.
Yeah, like more so to follow through.
Yeah.
It's even easier to start something, but to see that through,
Yeah.
I think guys struggle with.
Yeah.
I know I do because I'm a big instant gratification guy, as I think a lot of men are.
I think so.
And if I don't see instant results, it's real easy for me to give up on something.
Yeah. Tell me more.
So I feel like I need a chase lounge so I can kick back and tell you all my problems and my failures.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's like we talk about it all the time. It's like working out.
Mhm.
Like, I don't want this belly that I've got strapped to my front, but
That's an odd way of saying it.
it just, but anyway, it's it takes a little time to get that taken care of, and if you don't see results soon or instant results, it's real easy to give up on things, or your marriage, for instance. If you having issues with your wife, or there's issues with the kids or something, and you don't see instant results, it's easy to just say, oh well, that didn't work. And you just you stop pivoting so much, and you just kind of give up.
Yeah, and I think you have the intention, right? So the problem is, like, you don't grow from what you intend to do, but you grow from what you actually do.
Right.
It's like, to use your example, like, I intend to start working out to get rid of my belly one day.
Yeah.
That's not going to get rid of your belly.
Right.
Eventually, you're going to have to eat less, work out. I'm not talking to you. I'm just saying, like, in general, since you brought up that illustration. Yeah. Right. So if I intend to grow, I'm going to grow spiritually. I intend to grow spiritually. It doesn't happen unless you start opening up your Bible,
right?
Get around some Christian friends, or your marriage. Like, hey, I want my marriage to get better.
Right.
I have great intentions of getting better. Unless you spend some time with your wife,
right,
and serve your wife like a servant leader, lead your family.
Right.
So sometimes I think we confuse intention with obedience.
Oh yeah.
That'll preach.
That'll preach.
That'll preach.
That slaps.
Like, you can have the best intention, and we think like, man, I had the intention of doing this. Like, what's the problem? Or maybe tell our spouse that, like, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And then, like, that's not obedience, right?
Right.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That slaps.
Did you ever use that before I said something to you?
No, I never used that.
Have you ever heard that?
I think I've heard it. Yeah. I think I heard some kids say it.
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
Yeah. When I hear kids say stuff like
6, 7 thing.
Yeah, I like repeating it, like, to make people laugh.
Yeah.
But I always, like, talk to, like, my kids and a few others that I trust to say, hey, what does this really mean? Because I don't want to be preaching one day, and sometimes I say stuff like, oh, I didn't have no clue, because I don't know what they mean.
Yeah.
And some of it they tell me is like, oh, I shouldn't say that. Right. And neither should you.
It's like the Hispanic guys at work telling you to say this word and that word, and you shouldn't say those words.
Yeah.
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 That's how I relate to this.
Yeah. So let's bring this back around. In the book of James.
Yeah.
It's James 1:22 talks about that we should be doers of the word, not hearers only.
Yeah.
I think that's such a great verse for us.
I agree.
One that we need to keep at our forefront, especially as men, because it's really easy for us to be hearers of the word.
Yeah. We also say it, what you need to be, you don't need to be consumers.
Be a contributor.
Be contributors.
Yeah.
I think that's a big one too.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. Goes right with that verse, right? Like,
right.
A consumer loves hearing. Like, so maybe you're one that's like, I love listening to sermons. I love taking Bible in, which is great, right? But eventually, like, how's that transforming your heart, and how's that changing your actions?
Yeah. I think until you become a contributor, I don't know if it transforms you at all. Maybe it does a little, I guess, but I think it transforms you quicker or in a different direction when you become a contributor, not just a consumer.
Yeah, I think you had it right to that first time. Like, if your faith never causes you to move your feet and do something, is it actually faith?
Right.
Or is it just like you're getting a lot of Bible knowledge or a lot of truth?
Well, and that's great if you're getting some Bible knowledge, but what's it actually doing for you spiritually?
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, obviously, like, we're big proponents of getting Bible intake. We spent the last almost 18 months working through a book of Luke, right?
Yeah.
So that's important. But as the last 18 months in the book of Luke, if your life looks no different,
right?
If it's not transforming you, if it's not causing you to take action, then
if nothing's changed, then you gain Bible knowledge.
Yeah.
And that's it, which is still something. But it's, You missed out on an important part of it.
Yeah. And I think that's, like, important for a lot of areas of our life, like, the most important is, like, spiritually, but we talk some about fitness, right?
Yeah.
We see it there, like, you can know everything versus doing it.
Right.
In your marriage, you can know how to be, how to lead.
Yeah, how to be a good husband.
How to be a good husband or how to, like, lead your family, but
if you're not practicing it or doing it, great, you know how to do stuff and you're not putting it into action, like,
yeah.
what great, you're just as useless or useful as a dictionary. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
here's the definition of it, and then that's it. It just stops.
Yeah. So I think it's important in our lives, like, to think about, like, what's an area, like, in your life, our life, like, where we're talking but not acting,
Yeah.
right? So I think it's a good thing to meditate on.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been thinking through that for my life, like, hey, what areas am I really, like, talking a big game but not really acting or doing anything in that area?
Yeah.
And I find my life goes in cycles. Like, there's times it could be
Are you on your cycle?
fitness. Jeez. I think
See, this is what we do. Can we talk about laughter last week?
we talked about laughter last week, yeah. Like, what's one thing you
And
should
balance. We talk about balance.
balance, yeah. We talked about some humor you shouldn't do.
Yeah. We did say that.
So when you hear, like, this episode, right?
Yeah.
And you hear we're talking about the book of James, and we're saying, hey, you should be doers of the word, not just hearers. So, like, what's one thing you can look at your life and say, hey, I should be doing this right now?
Right.
Mine's probably clean your garage. But
What's that?
Like, clean my garage, right? I keep thinking I need to clean my garage.
You need to tell me, are you telling me to clean my garage?
No, your garage is fine.
Okay.
I have great intentions to clean my garage.
Yeah.
I have some plans to clean my garage. I have some organization things I have ready for when I clean my garage.
But
if you walk into a certain part of my garage, it's still not clean.
Yeah.
You know? And so I have great intentions.
Yeah, but, like, you know, like, I mean, that's pretty practical. Like, that's great. But, you know, how's your marriage?
Yeah.
How's your relationship with your kids?
Yeah, you know, kids are a big one because if you have, you know, you have plans to do it, but then you're working a lot.
Right.
You're tired.
Yeah, you put anything in front of it.
But then your kids, like, you have them and then they're gone.
Yep.
Like, it goes that quick.
Yeah, and you're finding this out.
No,
like,
yeah, I'm living it, right?
Yeah.
So, like, all mine are out of high school now, and it's just like,
yeah, they're taking the right steps to progress further into life, and it's like, wait a minute,
you only get a few summers with them.
I'm gonna really be an empty nester?
Yeah, it just goes so quick.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you keep, like, I'll do it tomorrow, and that's what happens.
Right.
Or in your friendships, like, we've talked about this before. You and I have been guilty of it before.
Yeah.
Like, hey, yeah, we'll get together sometime. We really need to get together.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it's been a year and, like, oh, I haven't got together with any of my friends.
Right. I've only hung out with RT on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Or, you know, intentional conversations, right? Do you have a friend that you really want to share the gospel with?
Yep.
And you really want to talk to, and you just keep pushing it off. And you have great intentions to do it, and you pray about it, and you just never, like, do that.
The big one that we always hit on is finances.
Finances, yeah.
A lot of people want to get their finances right, and you know, to budget, and, you know, just have a little extra at the end of the month, and they just, you know, they're just not intentional about it.
Yeah.
Just there's no intentionality there.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we overcomplicate it instead of taking the next step.
Right.
So if you take finances, like, we try to, like, figure out the exact plan, how I'm gonna get out of debt and get everything done, versus, like, no, like, this week I'm gonna stop eating out and put that money towards debt, and, like, taking a step in that direction. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, finances would be a big one. Like, Scripture speaks to it, right? So how do you be a doer of the word and not just a hearer when it comes to handling your finances God's way?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think of finances, but yeah, that's...
Yeah, I mean, you know, it just comes right back to the consumer and contributor part, you know? What am I gonna do to change? What am I gonna do to change me or change this situation in my life?
Yeah.
And is it something we're gonna be intentional about, or is it something we're just gonna talk about and never take the next step?
Yeah. That contributor and consumer line is stuck with you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a big one, but
it's a good line.
You hit me with that a few years ago, you know? Are you a contributor or are you a consumer? And
yeah,
I would think at the time I was probably more of a consumer. Whereas now I don't listen to anything you say, and
thank you.
I only contribute. So.
Yeah, thanks. Well, appreciate your contributions to the ministry. I mean, I think that is a big one because, I mean, there's a balance there, right? So the reason we contribute is what God has done for us. It causes us to go out.
Yep.
And ultimately everything's His. But yeah, when you see that, like, God has gifted you in a certain way, and to use that gift for His glory and His glory alone, means you're going to go out and contribute in ways that you can, right? And it's going to look different for all of us.
Right. Yeah, it's supposed to look different for all of us. We're all gifted in different areas.
Yeah.
And that's like the guy that reaches out to me occasionally about the podcast. He's like, hey, I really do appreciate your humor. Like you bring things up and you talk about things that I need to hear that other men are struggling with. And he's like, sometimes you can do it in such a lighthearted way that it almost causes me to laugh at the issue that I'm having in my life. And that's great because you're one of the only people that really appreciates my sense of humor, or at least voices it. So
doesn't your wife?
But we're getting to a point where we need to work on balance.
You need to work on your balance.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah, of your humor. Yeah. I do appreciate sometimes, like, when I hear you say something and think, he shouldn't have done that, and just kind of see where, like, it's fun just to watch it, like a train wreck, right?
Like a train wreck, yeah.
Where's this going?
I don't want to look away, but let's see where it goes.
Sometimes I try to be a good buddy and like, hey, man.
You shouldn't say that.
Yeah, but other times, like, I'm just going to sit back and sip my coffee.
Right. But occasionally, one every 1,000 times, she'll look at me and be like, you made a really good point today. So
good.
Yeah, she says it really quietly in sign language, but
Yeah. So I think this is a big one for guys. Like when you listen to this, like really like think through. Don't just let this pass by. Meditate on James, that verse there, chapter 3. Where is God leading me that I'm just being a hearer and not a doer?
Yep.
Like where am I being passive? Right.
Yeah.
So passive men, right? When you're passive, it's going to cause issues, right? Because we're not made to be that way.
And I think, look at your audience when you're being passive.
Mm-hmm.
Recognize your audience when you're being passive. Is it your kids watching you be passive on finances or on relationships or in your spiritual life? Or, is it your spouse watching you be passive? Is it, and she's not seeing her husband lead the household or, look, I'm doing my preacher hands today.
You are, man.
I gotta quit doing that.
You want to preach this Sunday?
No,
we'll put you up.
No, we sure won't.
No, we won't.
No. We'll put me up and we'll take the live stream down.
Yeah. Someone this week told me, it's like, hey, I really want to speak. Cause we have Palm Sunday coming up this week when we're recording. It's like, I really want to speak on Palm Sunday.
Okay.
I said, okay. They said, can you make that happen? I was like,
no,
that's not what I told them. I said, yeah, you can have the auditorium at 3:00 on Sunday.
Nice. Man, you must really trust that person.
Yeah, I mean, no one's gonna be there. But
no, I gotcha. Yep, that's great.
Yeah, they didn't appreciate my humor.
Well, that's part of it. Go practice that somewhere at a different church.
Well, that's this one. This has been good to talk about. I don't know where we're at on time.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
We're fun and we're having a good time and we're kind of getting to the point and letting guys know.
Do something.
Yeah,
right. Just do something.
Do something about it.
Do something. Yeah.
We'll talk about it. Be about it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, we should like do a recording of you like yelling stuff like that so guys can listen to it while they're working out or like getting motivated on the way to work.
Dude, the other day when we were in we talked about it last week, but when we were in Arizona, we hiked.
Yeah.
And like every like quarter mile or something you went, it would tell you like what zone you're at, and it's like spray painted on the ground like words of encouragement.
Really?
Like, get after it, you big sissy. And
yeah.
You're at zone 1, and then like you get up to zone 2, and it's like, keep going, you're gonna make it. And then, like zone 3, and it like went up to like zone 5, and it was encouraging to see that other people that you'd never meet, kind of like we talk about on here.
Yeah.
Other people that you never meet are encouraging you to do more. And it's like, you say that all the time. It's like, we might be 100 years dead and gone, and somebody listens to this old podcast or something, and here's some kind of words of encouragement that push them to be better, or to be to lead a more spiritual life. And so,
words of encouragement. Like we could talk about that sometime.
Yeah,
like there's a guy at church who he talked to me the other day. He's like, man, I don't feel like I do anything in church, and this guy's like so encouraging to me.
You're right, you don't.
No, like he tells me I'm the best preacher ever and stuff, and like which I know is not true. I know it's not true.
He's just got a really small circle.
Well, I don't care. I really don't care. I told him, I was like, I think your gift here is you have the gift of encouragement.
Yeah.
Because he does to other people too.
Okay, good.
I was like, so man, you just need to keep coming and keep telling me I'm the best. But seriously, like he is like just super encouraging. And it's like sometimes when he says something like, that's not entirely true. Right. But I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's like
But the words of encouragement on the mountain were pretty cool.
Yeah. That's cool.
Rachel hiked to the top.
Yeah.
And
did you hike to the top?
I did, and I lied to her a few times. I told her, I was like, just one more switchback. I just want to see what the trail looks like from up there. And then,
like,
well, we're almost there now. We should just go another couple hundred feet, and we can see the other side of the mountain. And it just, maybe I'm telling you to go lie to your spouse, but words of encouragement.
Good job. Well, appreciate you guys joining in.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Yep. Make sure to share this with a buddy who needs to do something.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to share it with a friend.
Yeah.
Send it to a buddy that needs to hear something.
Yeah.
Positive.
Yeah. See you guys next week.
Thanks.